All coming up on Racehorse Digest. Welcome to the Racehorse Digest, presented on ESPN by Citgo. We begin at Santa Anita this past Sunday with the reigning champion sprinter Kona Gold, who goes for a 6th straight graded stakes victory. Hello again, everyone. I'm Chris Lincoln. Thanks for joining us on ESPN's weekly recap of horse racing. Well, the champ Kona Gold was the main star in our feature race, the Grade 2 Potrero Grande Breeders' Cup Handicap, thoroughbreds 4 and up. Let's take a look at the field. Just 3 challengers for the champion. Holy Calm at 8 with Chris McCarron. Kona Gold at 1 to 5. The big race favorite has Alex Solis. You see the high weight of 126 pounds. Explicit, David Flores at 9 to 2, the second choice. And the great Lafitte Pinkai on the outside with Romanzo at 5 to 1. Now let's go to our feature race of the week, the Potrero Grande from Santa Anita. The first $200,000. The distance for the sprinters, 6.5 furlongs, just over 3/4 of a mile. Watch and listen for the champ, Kona Gold. He'll be coming late.
Past the 5/8 they go, and Explicit, powerful. Got those ears cocked out here. He's flying on the lead. He opens up 2 lengths. Hollycomb in the gold colors is racing in second. Kona Gold been asked to pick it up just a tad in third. He's now 4.5 off these leaders, and Romanzo continues to trail. Into the turn they go, and it's Explicit, still clear by 2.5 lengths. Hollycomb now starts to cut into that lead, though. He cuts it down to 1.5 lengths. Kona Gold in the white colors now starting his run. He's only 2 off them, and Romanzo on the outside. The 4 are bunched up as they come to the quarter pole. It's Explicit, but Hollycomb and Kona Gold on the grandstand side. 3 of them line up at the top of the lane. Explicit tries to hold on at the rail. Hollycomb between them, and Kona Gold now calling on all his class. He pins those ears back again. Kona Gold in a big fight this afternoon. Explicit and Hollycomb stretching him every inch of the way. Kona Gold and nose with 30 to go. Here's the wire. Kona Gold prevails. Close for second. Explicit or Hollycomb. Romanzo was 4th.
The champion sprinter Kona Gold makes it 6 graded stakes wins in a row with his photo finish victory in the Potrero Grande. Hollycomb and Explicit dead heated for second, getting 12 and 10 pounds from the winner, with Romanzo finishing 4th. Final time 1:15.03 for 6.5 furlongs. The 7-year-old Kona Gold is co-owned and trained by Bruce Headley, ridden by Alex Solis. The gelding by Java Gold has now won 11 of 19 career starts, earning almost $1.9 million. We'll stay at Santa Anita. This past Saturday's feature, the La Puente Stakes for 3-year-olds going a mile on the turf. Number 3, River God, was the post-time favorite. But watch for number 6, Marine, jockey Eddie Della Husse.
Top of the lane, Age of Empire now being swamped by runners on the outside. It's Marine. Marine in the blinkers. Look of Eagles in with a shot 2 on the outside. River God is valiantly trying to get involved, but Marine the leader. Dr. Park starting a late run on the inside, and Media Mogul. Media Mogul, Marine. River God on the grandstand side. Here's the wire. Marine's going to win it. They hit the wire. Marine wins it, and they're close for second. Looked like Media Mogul. Then came River God and leering at Kathy and Dr. Park in a photo for 4th.
That's the English-bred Marine making his first start since his U.S. debut last November, taking La Puente by 1/2 length with the favorite River God, dead heating with Media Mogul for second. Marine is owned and was bred by Prince College Judmont Farms, trained by Hall of Famer Bobby Frankel. Well, Saturday certainly a big day for Frankel as he swept the 2 stakes races at Santa Anita. Earlier, here in the Providencia Stakes for 3-year-old fillies, Frankel's horses ran 1-2. As Dr. John Chandler's Dynamis, number 5, defeating stablemate 4 to 5 race favorite number 1, Heads Will Roll, who had a tough trip. Dynamos, a 1/2 length victory here, ridden by Victor Espinoza, is a 3-year-old daughter of Dynaformer. ESPN's Racehorse Digest is brought to you by Citgo. We know you. By Visa, proud sponsor of the Visa Triple Crown. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be. Long John Silver's, you can't resist the cravings. And by EDS Road to the Roses Fantasy Challenge. Log on to NTRA.com to register.
got the pickles.
Feel the need for speed? Satisfy it with American Quarter Horse Racing. It's easy to learn, and AQHA is ready to help. AQHA provides a variety of educational publications, videos, guides, and seminars. Whether you're an expert or enjoying your first day of the races, a winning ticket could be closer than you think. Call 1-800-414-RIDE or visit AQHA.com and discover the speed and excitement of America's fastest athlete, the American Quarter Horse.
Teeth are made out of, like, hard stuff. I don't know. I have 100 teeth. Dental floss.
Our children really need good dental care and education.
So Crest came to us and said, we can help.
Do you know how to take care of your teeth?
You could brush your teeth in solve circles.
That's what I want you to do.
I want to have a great smile when I grow up.
The very best in gaming, racing, and entertainment is waiting for you at Mountaineer Racetrack and Gaming Resort in Chester, West Virginia. Hi, I'm Ted Arnott, inviting you to enjoy all the fun, excitement, and world-class entertainment Mountaineer has to offer. Live and simulcast racing from around the country, your favorite games, nationally known performers, and our resort 18-hole golf course. Now that's entertainment. Mountaineer Racetrack and Gaming Resort, where fun never goes out of style.
Back on the Racehorse Digest, our Citgo leaderboard for the top money-earning thoroughbreds, Captain Steve is returned from Dubai with that $3.6 million check winning the Dubai World Cup. Trainer Bob Baffert said he's in quarantine at Hollywood Park, being pointed next for the Pimlico Special in Maryland. And our full watch takes us to Gary Bizance's Cobra Farm in Lexington, Kentucky to see this filly by Old Trieste foaled February 2nd. She's out of the mare, Jolie Bois. Well, now let's recap the top thoroughbred races of this past week, beginning at the Big A in New York at Aqueduct, where a regally bred filly was on display in the $100,000 Next Move Handicap. It's a Grade 2 event for fillies and mares 3 and up. They'll go 1 1/8 miles here at Aqueduct on a money racetrack on this afternoon of racing in New York. To pick up the action on the lead, the pace setter, number 1, Taxifair. But watch the favorite, number 2, Atelier.
And they're at the top of the stretch. Atelier puts ahead in front of Taxifair. Pompeii is third. For the back, it's Pentatonic. Taxifair is a tough customer today. She's coming back on the inside. Atelier is under the whip. Pompeii still in with a chance. There's a 16th to the finish. Atelier ahead in front of Taxifair. Pompeii drifts to the outside. They come to the line. Atelier looked like she won it by a head.
Atelier with a late surge gets up by a nose over Pompeii, who drifted out badly and had to settle for the place. The pace setter, Taxifair, finished third. Atelier, a 4-year-old daughter of Deputy Minister out of an Aladar mare, returned 340 for the win. This is Atelier's second Grade 3 victory for owners Helen Alexander and Dorothy Matz. Shug McGahee trains. Edgar Prado was the winning jockey. She's run in the money 10 of 12 starts and earned just over $300,000. To South Florida now, Hialeah Park for the Grade 3 $100,000 Bougainvillea Handicap. 3-year-olds and older, 1 1/8 on the turf, labeled good. Ali's Alley, winner of the Fraze Handicap at Gulfstream in March, was trying to make it 2 in a row.
Koski makes his move after an Oscar for Burt. It's Stokowski with a narrow advantage. Ali's Alley is running a huge one on the far outside. Make no mistake is in there as well. Make no mistake, Ali's Alley between them. It's Stokowski. Make no mistake takes the lead as they come to the 16th pole from Ali's Alley. Then it's a little luck on the outside. Stokowski flattens out. Make no mistake, short lead over Ali's Alley. Make no mistake, wins the Bougainvillea Handicap.
Make no mistake, an Irish bred beats Ali's Alley by 3/4 of a length. Little Luck finished third. Trainer Christophe Clement acquired Make No Mistake last spring. After a little time off and surgery to remove a bone chip, Make No Mistake does just that here in the Bougainvillea Handicap, racing for the Mogler Stud Farm Limited. Jockey Jose Santos was in the irons and here in the winner's circle. It was sweep for the stakes races that day at Hialeah Park. From South Florida to Northern California now, Golden Gate Fields, the Grade 3 $100,000 Berkeley Handicap 3-year-olds and up at a distance of 1 mile. The favorite in here was Dixie.com, carrying the high weight of 119 pounds in the Berkeley Handicap.
And it's Blade Prospector at the top of the lane in the Berkeley Handicap. A full challenge
from Dixie.com. Final furlong, Dixie.com. Blade Prospector to the inside is very game. That's Blade Prospector. He has turned back the challenge of Dixie.com. Blade Prospector and Omar Barrio win the Berkeley Handicap over Dixie.com. Milkwood up for third.
Blade Prospector, who finished second to the sprint champion Kona Gold in the San Carlos Handicap, finds that he's the star, winning the Berkeley Handicap here by 2.5 lengths over Dixie.com. Blade Prospector has raced in North America just under a year. He's the son of Music Prospector, racing for the Raza stable, Antonio Avila, who's the trainer. Next up, the Met Mile, May 28th in New York. And we'll go from Northern California to Sportsman's Park in Chicago. They held the 12th annual Illinois Champions Day. 6 races worth $450,000, all for Illinois breds. The anchor race, the Milwaukee Avenue Handicap. 3-year-olds and up, going 1 16 miles. The favorite at even money, here he is, Chicago 6, making his second start in 8 days after winning the Sportsman's Breeders' Cup last Saturday. No problem. He drew off to a 4-length victory there over 26-1, Mr. High Tops. The son of Wild again out of a Secretariat mare, paid $4 for the win. Chicago 6 is owned by Richard Trebat, trained by J.R. Smith Sr. Alfredo Juarez Jr. was in the iron. He's now won 13 of 29 races, earned $428,000. Next up for Chicago 6, the National Jockey Club Handicap. That coming up on April 22nd. Chicago 6, star of Chicago racing at Sportsman's Park on Illinois Day. For more information on horse racing and the Citgo Pick 6, log on to ESPN.com, click on horse racing.
Secretariat, the most famous thoroughbred racehorse of our time. Now you can call 1-800-717-ESPN and be part of this sports legend, as ESPN Home Video presents the life and times of Secretariat, an American racing legend. See the races that made him famous and hear from those closest to him, including owner Penny Tweedy, trainer Lucian Lauren, and jockey Ron Turcotte. Call 1-800-717-ESPN today and order Secretariat for just $39.95.
It's not just a matter of what satisfies the moment. It's what will stretch the boundaries of tomorrow. Of not simply thinking out of the box, but throwing the box away. Since 1981, we've been opening eyes to revolutionary concepts in communication, in programming, in graphics, in post-production, and now in new media. Simply stated, it takes vision to be a winner. Winnercom.
If it runs,
onto the backstretch,
burns,
big explosion,
spins, or turns,
this could be the championship.
We're the insiders.
He's out of fuel.
RPM Tonight, the most in-depth racing coverage anywhere. Nightly at 7, only on ESPN2.
Welcome back to the Racehorse Digest on ESPN, presented by Citgo. We take you to Los Alamitos Race Course, and our quarter horse race recap begins there. 2 weeks ago here on the Digest, you remember we showed you the end of defending AQHA distance champion Sign of Lanty's 11-race win streak. Well, last Saturday, he passed on the opportunity to start a new one as trainer John Cooper declined a 130-pound weight assignment. None of the 6 remaining starters for the Newport Beach Handicap at Los Alamitos were the least bit sorry. Here we go to Los Al, Southern California now, where the race favorite was number 4, He's a Sand Trap. Number 6, Butter Me Up CST, a close second.
And away they go. And Butter Me Up and He's a Sand Trap both came away well. Just a Live Weapon was off poorly, but he's being sent through quickly. And there goes Just a Live Weapon to make the running by ahead. Artesia's Super Chick has settled back into 4th, joined on the outside by Bug and Bully and Timothy Pilot. Onto the quarter pole they go, and Just a Live Weapon hooks up with Butter Me Up. 2 lengths back to He's a Sand Trap. Artesia's Super Chick down along the inside, and Bug and Bully is now underway on the far outside, and Timothy Pilot. They make the way on to the head of the stretch, and Butter Me Up now begins to shake clear as put away. Just a Live Weapon. Here comes He's a Sand Trap, and Bug and Bully with his 16 to go. But Butter Me Up being super confidently handled. Now Joe Badia asks the question. Butter Me Up responds gamely, and Butter Me Up goes on to beat He's a Sand Trap, finishing 3rd, Timothy Pilot.
Former claimer Butter Me Up CST opened a lead on the favorite, then held on to get his 2nd win of the year. He's a Sand Trap, finished well, but was unable to hole out this bunker shot for his 3rd straight win. Butter Me Up CST is owned by Sergio Gonzalez, trained by his brother Felix. Joe Padilla Jr. provided the winning ride. Butter Me Up CST, the winner's circle at Los Alamitos. Now to the Downs at Albuquerque, the $32,000 Cottonwood Handicap for 3-year-olds. Number 8, Eye Opener Joanne, the 8-5 favorite. Number 6, Winning Runner, close by at 5-2.
And they're off and running in a beautiful beginning. On the inside, Praga's Hope shows good speed. The big gray Eye Opener Joanne now moves up on the outside. Winning Runner is coming on as well with Negro Diaz and Super Diamante, but it's Eye Opener Joanne on the outside. Winning Runner next to that with Eye Opener Joanne and Winning Runner won.
Winning Runner makes his first start of the year count, out-dueling Eye Opener Joanne by a neck. Jockey J.J. Gonzalez was aboard as Winning Runner improved to 5 for 11 lifetime. Last year, the gelding won the American Airlines West-Southwest Challenge for owners Fred Graham and Frankie Martinez. His Cottonwood effort suggests bigger stakes engagements in his immediate future. Well, this week in Sunland Park will host the $264,000 West Texas Futurity, the 7th of 12 time trials. Run produced 3 finalists, including number 6, Illusionaris.
Away they run, Illusionaris in some bother, got bumped and very slow start for Glass of Corona. Best away, My Sparkling Stone, but Illusionaris picks up now. Back next is Miss Special Night, Done It running the outside. Going to the front, Illusionaris from My Sparkling Stone and Done It running the outside, and it's a photo between Done It running and Illusionaris.
Illusionaris and Done It running were separated by just 1/1000th of a second. The third place finisher, My Sparkling Stone, only a long nose farther back. The trio finished with the 3rd through 5th fastest time. Illusionaris was one of 2 qualifiers for jockey Juan Vasquez, who also rode the 2nd fastest finalist, First Thoughts. We'll see who he chooses to ride. Recap Sunland Park's biggest quarter horse event next week, right here on the Racehorse Digest. And for more information on quarter horse racing, contact the AQHA toll-free number to call, 1-800-414-RIDE.
Hungry for some white, flaky fish? How about delicious crunchy shrimp? Come in now for the Fish 21-piece crunchy shrimp and more meal. The perfect combination of everything you love about Long John Silver's. You get our famous fish, 21 crunchy shrimp, piping hot hush puppies, crispy fries, and slaw for just $3.99. It's the taste and the deal you can only find at Long John Silver's. The only place to go for that one-of-a-kind taste, Long John Silver's.
1,200 pounds of pure horsepower. An adrenaline pumping, all-out dash to the finish line. Owning a racing American quarter horse is like having your very own high-powered dragster. Let the American Quarter Horse Association show you how easy it is to get started. Call us at 1-800-414-RIDE or visit AQHA.com. Then call your friends and invite them to join you in the winner's circle.
Teeth are made out of, like, hard stuff. I don't know. I have 100 teeth. Dental floss.
Our children really need good dental care and education.
So Crest came to us and said, we can help.
Do you know how to take care of your teeth?
You could brush your teeth in soft circles.
That's what I want you to do.
I want to have a great smile when I grow up.
Tommy, I think we should have a talk about responsible spending.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
If this is the way you sound to your kids when you talk about spending...
Visa bucks. Blah, blah, blah.
Give them a Visa Bucks card. A prepaid spending card you put money on and teens can use wherever Visa's accepted. You set the limits and kids learn some responsibility.
Why didn't he just say Visa Bucks?
Here's our Citgo leaderboard of the top money-earning jockeys. Jerry Bailey winning the Dubai World Cup. Well on top of Chris McCarron. He's now over $7 million. Well, the Grade 1 Steeplechase season opened this past weekend with Saturday's running of the historic Carolina Cup. Here's our report from Camden, South Carolina. A National Steeplechase Association record crowd of some 73,000 fans turned out in Camden on a beautiful spring afternoon for the 69th running of the Bank of America Carolina Cup. Director of Marketing, Hope Cooper, talked about the reasons for this event's annual popularity.
I think really because it's been a tradition. Many of the people that are coming here are 3rd or 4th generations down from the original attendees, and You know, we are 69 years old, over 69,000 people, and a few horses for the Carolina Cup. It's a great tradition, and I think that's why it's so successful.
The Grade 1 event, with a $100,000 purse at a distance of about 2¼ miles, was over 14 fences. A field of 7 went to the post, including Grade 1 winner number 5, Campanile, trained by Janet Elliott, ridden by Blythe Miller. The Jonathan Shepard train number 4, Romantic, was also a Grade 1 winner, with Arch Kingsley Jr. the rider. And here's the long shot in the field, number 2, Al Skywalker. You pick up Frank Dwyer's call now of the 69th Carolina Cup.
And Assurance still there. Al Skywalker pressing a little harder on the outside. Break of 5 to Campanile, then Turkish Corner. After that, it's another 3 back to Romantic. Addison and Kentucky Brave trails the field as they hit the backstretch for the last time. And they move towards the 10th of 14 fences. Assurance still hanging tough with the lead. Al Skywalker still tracking him to his outside. And some 6 lengths, Campanile. After that, Turkish Corner. Romantic next, and the other 2 are far back. Those 2 are Addison and last in the field now is Kentucky Brave. Midway down the backstretch for the last time. The leaders are stride for stride. Up over the 12th, there goes Al Skywalker. Al Skywalker now sprints clear from the field, ½ mile from home. Al Skywalker now pulling away by 5. Assurance next in second. Campanile driving hard on the outside, and Turkish Corner fell at that fence. As they continue their run around the turn, and 1 fence from home, and it is Al Skywalker, but here's Campanile putting in a strong run and gaining ground with every stride. Break of 10 lengths back now to Assurance over the next to last fence, and they come to the top of the stretch with a ½ mile remaining in the Bank of America Carolina Cup, and it is Al Skywalker trying to pull off the upset here. Al Skywalker at the top of the lane, leads the way by 3. Campanile driving hard to catch him. Romantic third over the last fence. Al Skywalker with Tom Foley pulling away now from Campanile, has the lead by about 6 lengths. Campanile second, and falling was Romantic at that fence, but it will be Al Skywalker here in the Bank of America Carolina Cup.
It's official, number 2, Al Skywalker, defeating number 5, Campanile, and number 6, Assurance, was third. The 2 horses that fell in the race were okay. The jockey Arch Kingsley Jr. suffered a broken ankle. While this was Al Skywalker's first Grade 1 win, his owner, Hall of Fame jump jockey Frank Dooley Adams, had won the Carolina Cup twice in the early 1950s as a rider. But how does it feel now to win it as an owner with his 1-horse stable?
Almost as good as it did as a rider. It felt very good, though. I don't see how you could have anything feel any better.
Trained for Dooley by Jennifer Margette, Al Skywalker's jockey Thomas Foley talked about the race.
Jennifer and Dooley and I talked about sitting behind Assurance. We thought the English horse would be speed as well. And my plan was to sit 5 or 6 off Assurance and get Al to relax, but he just kept jumping big, and every time I'd land up beside Assurance, I'd be taken back. I was like, going too fast. And 3 from home, I mean, he kept jumping great and took me up there, and 3 from home, I asked for a big one beside Assurance, and that was the last I saw of him. And he idled a bit between fences, but as soon as he see a fence, his ears would prick, and he'd go on again, and he jumped awesome. He gave me one little worrier down the back, but he jumped the last awesome, and I'd never looked back to see where anybody else finished, but it's amazing.
So the season's first Grade 1 steeplechase event, the Bank of America Carolina Cup, goes to 7-time champion jockey Dooley Adams' 1-horse stable, Al Skywalker, taking the $60,000 first place check.
This year, the Road to Kentucky runs through Chicago. Sportsman's Park presents the nationally televised Illinois Derby on April 7th. Now a major prep race for the Kentucky Derby and one of the richest, most prestigious 3-year-old stakes in the country. Catch 43 days of racing excitement at Sportsman's, plus a newly improved facility, a highly acclaimed racing surface, and now a stop on the road to the Kentucky Derby. In 2001, make Sportsman's Park your first stop, March 2nd through April 30th.
Every day, AmeriDebt helps more people with money problems.
My credit card debt was outrageous. Then I called AmeriDebt. They contacted my creditors and got my payments almost cut in half.
AmeriDebt is a non-profit organization that offers free consultations to consumers seeking to eliminate their debt.
Every month I pay our credit card bills, but the balances never seem to get smaller.
AmeriDebt got our interest rates reduced, and now the balances are dropping dramatically.
Call 1-800-843-5400. AmeriDebt, helping America get out of debt.
So nice. Hey, hey, hey.
This is Stanley Cup, Anna.
Hey.
Do you like the cup? Yeah? Oh, yeah. She likes that.
ESPN's Racehorse Digest is being brought to you by Citgo. We know you. The American Quarter Horse Association. Let freedom ride. And by Long John Silver's You Can't Resist the Cravings. Equibase.com is your official online source for racing information, from entries to results and everything in between. Equibase.com, a service of Equibase, the Thoroughbred Industries official database. And the time for our visit next week, regular time, Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern on the Racehorse Digest. In thoroughbred racing and breeding news, Surfside, the champion 3-year-old filly of 2000, has been retired to be bred this season. She arrived earlier this week at W.T. Young's Overbrook Farm near Lexington, Kentucky. Surfside earned over $1.8 million during her career, winning major stakes at 2 and 3. Here she is winning last fall's Clark Handicap at Churchill Downs. No stallion has been selected at this point as her breeding partner. This past Saturday at Turfway Park in northern Kentucky, they had an unusual 2-year-old race at just 2 furlongs, a quarter of a mile. The first $29,400. The winner will be number 9, Cadabra, by 2 1/4 lengths over Angel's Advice, with Stormwitch getting the show spot. 2-year-old colt is by de Hare. The thoroughbred covered the quarter horse distance of 440 yards in 21.25 seconds. Well, it seems like everyone has a website these days, so why not a thoroughbred? The top 3-year-old Dollar Bill, owned by Mary and Gary West, has his own website. Go to www.dollarbill.ws to check in with Dollar Bill as he prepares the April 14th Toyota Bluegrass Stakes at Keeneland. And we'll take a look now at the NTRA updated 3-year-old poll, and you see the webmaster Dollar Bill is third behind Point Given and Monarchos. Speaking of top Kentucky Derby contenders, here's Point Given. He'll be favored this Saturday in the $750,000 Grade 1 Santa Anita Derby. Here he is winning his 3-year-old debut in the San Felipe Stakes last month at Santa Anita. Point Given, owned by Prince Solomon's Thoroughbred Corporation, trained by Bob Baffert. And you can see the Santa Anita Derby this Saturday on ESPN, 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern, as part of our Racing to the Kentucky Derby series. Part of a great triple-header of 3-year-old races, including the Illinois Derby and the Lone Star Derby, as the track at Grand Prairie, Texas, has its opening weekend this week. All Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. And don't forget to log on to ESPN.com. Go to horse racing to play the Citgo Pick 6 Challenge. In its 4th week, 7 players shown here pick the 6 winners. They share the $8,000 first prize. Those are the names of the winning players. Also want to recognize Mike Wolfrey, our first monthly winner. He found 12 winners in his 45 picks in March. Among his prizes, a year's worth of gasoline from Citgo. This week in Citgo Pick 6 Challenge, here's a top prize of $2,000. Coming up next, right here on ESPN, GMC America's Horse, featuring the non-pro competition from the National Cutting Horse Association Eastern Championships from Jackson, Mississippi. These part-time cutters travel hard in 2000 to qualify for this opportunity, compete for more than $90,000 in added money. Watch the NCHA Eastern Championships coming up on GMC America's Horse. And you're taking a look again at the champion sprinter Kona Gold, coming late here on the outside to win at Santa Anita. Another great race for him in the Fertero Grande Breeders' Cup Handicap. As he takes the photo here, Alex Leach heading to the winner's circle with Kona Gold. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com.